Batman. G'day, and welcome to ComicsMATE, your mates in comics from the land down under. I'm your host, Dean James, and today we're going to be talking about The Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
You may have already heard that The Batman, starring everyone's favourite sparkly vampire, Robert Pattinson,
This is what I am.
has been greenlit for a sequel that will remain completely separate from the new DCEU slate of movies. And we now have some news regarding the script and possible villains from the upcoming Bat flick. How many Bat puns can I fit into one video? You're going to have to stick around and find out. Alright, from comicbookmovie.com, the Batman Part 2 script was reportedly handed in before Christmas, may take influence from Earth 1. We have some possible updates on Matt Reeves' plans for his sequel to The Batman, which is rumoured to be at least partially inspired by Geoff Johns' work on Batman Earth 1. With The Batman Part 2 reportedly scheduled to begin filming early next year, rumours relating to Matt Reeves' highly anticipated sequel have been picking up steam as of late. Recently, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn appeared to debunk reports that several characters like Scarecrow, Clayface, Professor Pig, and Hush were set to appear in the movie, but didn't clarify whether all or only some of these rumours were made up.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
I actually wouldn't mind if they did decide to feature Clayface, because one of my main criticisms of Matt Reeves' The Batman was that it seemed like it was just more of Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, which I am a fan of, but they lacked any space for the more outlandish, magical, or monstrous characters of Batman's rogues gallery. On this week's episode of The Hot Mic, host John Rocker mentioned that he heard half of the characters mentioned above will be introduced, with Jeff Snyder chiming in that he was told Thomas Elliot, aka Hush, is indeed a part of the script. Speaking of which, Rocker also said that he heard that the screenplay was handed in before Christmas, and that the story will be at least partially based on Geoff Johns' Batman Earth 1. Of course, the first film took a certain amount of inspiration from Volume 1, so we assume the sequel would be more influenced by Volumes 2 and 3. For those unfamiliar with the comic, Earth 1 takes place in an alternate continuity and features an updated and more realistic reinterpretation of the classic Batman origin and characters.
I'm that black guy, wear a pointy mask, I use it when I sad cry, cause my mom and dad died.
Hush does not appear, but the later volumes do feature Clayface, Scarecrow, and a female take on Two-Face in Harvey Dent's twin sister Jessica.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
This is obviously just a rumour for now, but Reeves looking to the next two Earth 1 volumes would make sense. When the new DCU slate was announced, James Gunn confirmed that Reeves' Batverse will remain separate from the DCU, so this movie, along with Todd Phillips' Joker sequel, will be considered Elseworlds tales. A new actor will don the cape and cowl for Batman the Brave and the Bold, which will also feature a different take on Robin, the Caped Crusader's son Damian Wayne. And I think it's worth mentioning that Alan Ritchson from Reacher is heavily rumoured to be portraying Batman in that new Batman Brave and the Bold movie. I mean, that's awesome, come on, look at that. Just given by his size alone, he looks the part, and could definitely play a really intimidating Batman. Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Andy Serkis, Jeffrey Wright, and Colin Farrell are all expected to reprise their respective roles, and characters introduced in the Penguin Max spin-off series are also likely to appear, assuming that Max spin-off series actually does happen. Specific plot details are still under wraps, but we know the Penguin spin-off series will set up the story, as far as official info goes. Reeves has stated that his sequel will continue this epic crime saga, but that's about all we have to go on. The Batman Part 2 is set to release in theaters on October 3rd, 2025. Despite The Batman not being my favourite incarnation of the character, not even in my top 5 if I'm being honest.
This one is vintage and retro. It's kind of silly. That's yours. Your French fry is exactly what everybody wants. It's delicious. And yours? Your French fry has nipples. It's weird. It's gross. We don't talk about your French fry.
I'm really looking forward to this next installment of Matt Reeves' The Batman series. If for no other reason than I'll get to see the sweet Batmobile again. So what do you think? Are you excited about The Batman Part 2? Which of the rumoured villains makes you most excited for the sequel? Or do you just not care at all? Let me know down in the comments because I would love to hear all your thoughts on the matter. I've been Dean James, your mate in comics from the land down under. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next.